Jai Sri Ram. This is a short talk on public speaking, which I hope will enable you to become a good speaker. I myself did a lot of reading on public speaking and did a lot of practice too. And I think it is a very important skill for all of us. The earlier you pick it up, better it is. And practice now, especially when you are in school and college. You should never lose the opportunities to go up on stage and speak, because at that time, even if you make a mistake and even if people laugh at you, it doesn't matter. But when you grow up and when you have to address audiences, and if you cannot, then people will laugh at you at that time. That's bad. So anyway, so let us for public speaking, I think first thing is you must prepare thoroughly on your topic. And if you are given only 10 minutes or 15 minutes, then you will have to put in hours of preparation. Usually, if somebody invites me for a talk and they don't specify any time, you can go on talking, then I don't need any preparation. I'll just go on stage and start talking. But if they say there is only 20 minutes or 30 minutes, then I do several hours of preparation, because so much has to be packed into 30 minutes. So, and by the way, the most important point is, before you go up on stage, whatever you're talking on, do thorough research. Thorough, complete. The barrel should be full, and once the bung is pulled, it will flow continuously, right? And there are actually three speeches, they say, the one that you prepare, and the one that you deliver, and at the end when you sit down, you will be thinking, oh, I should have said this. That is the third one. Anyway, stand up, speak up, and shut up is some good advice somebody gave. So, I just put together some points here. Poise. Be calm. Let there be lot of tension inside. Usually, if there is no tension, that means you will be a horrible speaker. Because, a little tension is natural. If you look at Virat Kohli or Sachin Tendulkar, of course, Rohit Sharma doesn't show that tension. He masks it. But I'm sure he too must be feeling some tension. So, Kohli and Tendulkar, you can see the tension radiating from their faces initially. But within a short time, they adjust and they take control. So, here I would like to tell you a small analogy. You see, what I'm trying to say is tension is good. Absolute lack of tension is bad. Even the best performers feel a little amount of tension. The best analogy I can give you is, suppose there is a horse race. If you have ever gone to a horse race, if you watch the horses from a close distance, you will find that even the prize horses feel tension, and the tension can be seen in the twitching of the muscles. So, if you put a buffalo in that horse race, no muscles will be twitching, and the buffalo will not win the race also. So, some amount of stress, that is called eustress, EUSTRESS, good stress. If it is out of control, then it becomes distress, DISTRESS. So, poise, be calm. And if you are unable to control the tension, do one thing. Adjust the mic, ask somebody to come, remove the lectern. Sometimes big lecterns are there. I don't like lecterns, because if you stand behind a lectern, it will almost look like you are hiding from the audience and you are using the lectern as if some kind of a defensive barrier. So I always prefer to come in front of the lectern, get the lectern removed, and then face the audience straight away. So if you can do this, tinkering with the mic, asking somebody to help you with shifting the lectern, all these things will help you allay the tension. While this is being done, you can say Ram Ram, Jai Shri Ram. Allow the tension to calm down. Okay? How do you start? Well, the best thing is to always start with a nice story, because everyone loves listening to stories. You can start with a quote also. Okay? Or you can use the past, present, future formula. Say something about what was happening in the past. So now, let us look at that poise. Poise means composure, balanced, not looking scared. Somebody said, if you are too scared, just imagine that your audience is full of naked people. Oh, then I believe you will feel calmer. I don't know if it works, but you can try. Or just imagine that your audience is full of babies. Babies. So babies won't scare you, right? Posture. Stand erect, breathe deeply and start. Take a deep breath. Pause. I'm speaking very rapidly here in this audio, in this video, because your generation has a very short attention span. If we don't speak fast, you will lose attention and your minds will start drifting. Anyway, but when you are delivering a speech, pauses have to be there, especially when you are trying to emphasize a point. Pause. Pause. Raise the volume sometimes. Lower the volume sometimes. Raise the pitch. Lower the pitch. Modulation, inflection. All these things. And if you want to be a good public speaker, observe our Prime Minister Shri Modi ji. In my opinion, he is one of the best speakers I have ever seen in my life. So platform presence. Well, I leave it to your imagination. Dress properly, dress confidently. Practice, 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 over practice. Always over prepare, never under prepare. Okay? And preparation in front of the mirror, or prepare well in advance, do it, rehearse 2-3 times and take feedback from somebody who cares about you, right? And uniqueness. Every speech you must include some uniqueness, some new point, your own personal point, by the way. Just repeating what great people said is not good enough. You can tweak proverbs also. We all like originals, okay? Nobody likes duplicates. So tweak your statements. Introduce something new oxymorons. Oxymorons are opposites, put together for special effect. Okay? Create your own oxymorons. And beginners and ends also do some practicing how you will end your speech with a nice quote or a shlokam. Okay? Vocabulary is important, language and lavish expression. Inflection, I just said that. No nasalizations, no subconscious verbal tics and crutch words and crutch mumbles like you see, I like, you see, I guess, all these nasty things. Okay? Eye contact is very important. Keep making eye contact with everybody. Your eyes should sweep the entire audience. Okay? And if you are scared to look at eyes, look at their foreheads. But make eye contact. That's important. Some nervousness is an asset. I already discussed that. Have a presentation plan. Yes, prepare well and keep that. Appeal for action should also be there. Energy level. Take a good energy drink if you want. Audience awareness. Who are the audience? Study the audience and then tailor, dovetail, fit in. Dovetail means to combine. So tailor your speech according to the audience. Keeping track. So keep a paper with bullet points. Otherwise, sometimes we may digress and go away from the topic. Usually I go away, so I have to request the people to put me back on the track. Fortunately, because there is so much content in my speech, perhaps people don't mind. Or anyway, I'm not sure. Ideas. A lot of ideas are essential. Don't hide behind furniture. And go without notes. See, that is the best thing. Or maybe just a small paper. Right? Okay. Or on your palm, you can scribble a few points, rehearse well. People have a poor opinion of anyone who takes a paper and starts reading out. That any idiot can do. You see, lecturers, I usually, I was a principal, by the way, of several institutions. I used to tell my lecturers that if you start reading out or putting PowerPoint and start reading out OHP, they will abuse PowerPoint. Now the student immediately gets a very poor opinion. What you are doing, even he can do. Reading out things from a PowerPoint and OHP, that is not the job. That's a dictator. You are a professor or a lecturer. Damn it. Use that PowerPoint for yourself. Okay. So go without notes. Some physical action, I just explained that. Okay. Know the subject thoroughly. Imagination. And you must improvise. Sometimes, depending on the situation and the audience, you may suddenly improvise and introduce some new element also. That's perfectly all right. Loud reading regularly will improve your diction. D-I-C-T-I-O-N. Diction means style of speaking, singing. Okay? Diction or even writing too. And finally, strong, persistent desire to improve. Kaizen is the Japanese word. K-A-I-Z-E-N. Which means constant improvement, constant learning. So that must also be there. And stand up, speak up and shut up. By the way, start your own YouTube channel and keep posting whatever you learn. Somebody will somewhere benefit, and that will give you a feeling of satisfaction. Jai Shri Ram. I hope it was useful.